So how did Ronnie Stanley look in that last week in his game back?
I mean, he looked polished, technically sound. I think he's a little bit of a different athlete coming back from the injury. It's still going to take him time to get back to where he was. At least need an off season to get himself prepared. I don't know, he's seen the floor of the game, but seeing that and then preparing for it again, you need to stack those upon each other. But I mean, he's still definitely a top tackle.
The sack chart in the past couple of weeks or so, and you're happening right now, in addition to the other things that you're doing. But do you feel like you're still just right in the conversation in the thick of it for NFL Defensive Player of the Year? And how important would it be to you to get that?
Man, I like to think that I'm in the thick of it, and there's 4 games left, and there's no reason why I can't be at the top of the sack leaderboard. So I'm going to keep on continuing to play at a high level, high effort, and give the most for these guys. And at the end of the day, whatever's said and done, I gave my all for my guys.
The latest Pro Bowl games, or whatever they're calling it these days, numbers. You're leading AFC defensive ends. You're the leading. Just what does that mean to you, and to have so many fans vote for you when there's so many good players?
I mean, it feels like this year it's stacked all over the board with DNs who are playing at a very high level, and to lead that group, it means a lot. It's not guaranteed that I'm able to do that, especially coming off the injury that I had. So being able to still come back, perform at a high level, help win games, all that means a lot.
Myles, when you're watching film on Huntley to get ready, do you flash back to your touchdown last year?
I'd like to get my hand on the ball again. Not just a strip sack. I'd like to take it to the end zone, to be more specific. But, I mean, yeah, I see a little bit of opportunity. If he's giving us one, the mindset to always go get another one. Why not? And if it's not me, free someone else to do it. Allow ourselves to put us in a position to win on defense. You don't always have to put it in special teams or the offensive end. You go out and win it yourself. If they don't score, they don't win.
What do you know about Huntley from last year? You saw him in that second game.
God damn, he's fast. He's fast. He's elusive. He's a lot of the things that Lamar is really. He just needs a little bit more polish, and I think he could be that capable of a player if he gets a chance somewhere. But I mean, it just felt like you were trying to chase down like a chicken with like I don't know, like doused in honey or something. Like he was like he shook me, he shook JD, took down one of the Maliks, and then another play got the other Malik. It was ridiculous. It was all in like 2-play span. But I mean, the guy's athletically one of the top guys in the league. So just have to be prepared for that. Try to keep him in the pocket like we would Lamar, and treat him with a lot of respect.
They obviously Lamar's a special player, but offensively they set themselves up for almost a little bit of a plug and play. Their quarterbacks seem to have similar traits.
I mean, they got like 3 different guys who fit that Lamar build. I mean, they have a type, as they would say, and they're able to like plug and play just because those guys are very athletic, able to throw the ball down the field, elusive, able to escape the pocket, extend plays. Well, I mean, just Lamar does it, the best that we've seen in the league.
The fact that they run it with their quarterbacks, Dobbins is back, they have 3 or 4 running backs. Like, are you guys prepared to see like 40 or 45 run attempts?
Prepared to see it, yeah. Do we want to get there? No. When we have 40 to 45, that means they're having a lot of success on the ground. We don't want to allow that to happen. So, if they choose to keep on, knocking at the door, hitting their head against the wall, and we're stopping the run, then it'll be our guess. But we try to earn the right to rush the passer and be able to get after Huntley or whoever else is in there.
How? I mean, then you guys lose JOK, so it's another one of your run stoppers. Does that make it that much harder?
It does. I mean, he's a unique talent in himself, in being able to run down and chase guys like that and tackle at a high level. But he also, goes after the ball. He's always, ball searching, making them, stop fighting for extra yards and try to secure it. And that ends up, getting us a couple of extra yards to play with, allowing us to pressure them and blitz and do other, unique things to attack them. But, it's definitely a blow, losing a guy like him. Good teammate, good locker room guy.
Similar to sort of the whole conversation. What do you mean this were the year that you didn't achieve the points of all the year in a year when you had a near-death experience where you had to come back, fight through all of that, the aftermath of that with it?
I promise I won't make it a ritual to try to make that happen every year. But it would mean a lot. I know our chances are completely zero to make the playoffs either. So I heard a stat that our chances to make the playoffs right now are greater than the chances the Jets had to win with 2 minutes left in the game. So we have a chance. And as long as that's there, I'm going to do all I can. Now, my teammates are going to do all we can to secure a win, one at a time, and see where we are at the end of the day, end of the season.
If you guys do fall short, can this still be a successful season?
Personally, sure. Each person can say they had an individually great season depending on how you did. But as a team, no. You fall short of the playoffs and you don't achieve what you set out to do, it's a failure. You can learn from it. I'm sure you could take something away. But if it's success or failure and that's the only two options, we would have failed ourselves.
So you haven't officially switched over to spoiler role like you?
I'm still a spoiler. We're still spoilers. It's just, spoiler, and we might get a cameo in the movie ourselves.
Do you see guys still engaged and as intense as they need to be given the fact that the chances are so remote?
Yeah. Guys still want to win. Guys aren't worried about, the chances that we have to be in there. It's more about, pride and nothing's guaranteed. No one's job or place here is guaranteed. You still have a lot of time to put things on film, good or bad. And so you don't have time to be messing around or giving less effort when next year there's always a new wave of people coming to take your job. From top down, me to anyone else.
To hear Deshaun talk, we talked about him yesterday, just talk about wanting when he steps on the field, no one can stop us. Sort of reminds me of the way that you talk. So how does it feel, for you to have somebody on that side of the ball that speaks in terms of elite ability, can't stop us, dominate, and all that?
He is all those things. He just has to get back to the consistency of it. And I think that's all of us. The only thing that separates the elite players from the good players and the average players is consistently, doing those things everyone sees, just, every series, day in and day out. And, he's able to do that. He's been shown to have that ability, year after year. I absolutely believe he can get back to that. And it's nice to have someone with that kind of confidence, that kind of mindset, who wants to dominate, who doesn't just want to win. We'll take a win, no matter how we get it. But sometimes winning's not good enough. You want to go above and beyond.
So does that give you so much excitement for the future, even if this season doesn't end the way that you guys want it to? Does that make you believe that the future is really bright?
Yeah, the future is still very bright for us. But right now, as bleak as it is, with all the injuries that we have, we can still make a run and we're still gonna make a push. We can't start looking forward towards next year when we still have a lot of games ahead of us still.
Myles, we've heard some players in the secondary kind of question whether it was players on the field or scheme, the way that Jamar Chase was covered. Is there still a belief in this room in the scheme you guys are running, what you guys are doing?
Yeah, as far as following Joe's lead, we're always going to do that. He's top dog in the room, and when he says something, it goes. And if we have any changes in mind or things that we'd like to do or looks that we think we'd like to see, he's open to ideas. So we're just going to follow his lead for this next game, the next 4 games. because he's going to put us in position to win.
With so many people on the outside, and I know you guys don't listen to that, but there's a lot of like fire Joe Woods chatter out there. How do you guys as defenders, feel about wanting him to come back and see this one through?
I only hear that chatter when y'all tell it to me. I don't go out and look for it, and it usually doesn't find my phone. So, I don't get much of a commentary in here for Fire Joe Woods or new DC. All that doesn't mean anything to me. We are what we are. He's our DC, and at the end of the day, we're on the field executing his calls, whether it's a perfect call or not. I don't believe in perfect calls. We have to go out there and execute whatever he calls and make him right. Could there be better calls for situations? Of course, but he's not perfect. Neither are we. So we have to be able to go out there and make the most out of it and perform at a high level.